thank you and good afternoon for joining us here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, Mr. Wyson. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Keith. I'm very honored here today in the world-leading stock exchange, NYSE, and I'm so happy that I have Keith Bliss, a very well-reputable, famous person in Wall Street, to be the host for today.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. And it's always wonderful to welcome new people down to the New York Stock Exchange and meet new friends. Any developments that you can inform your shareholders and the public now that you have successfully changed your listing to the OTCQB?
Yeah, that's right. It was actually last month. So we have actually restructured the whole business model. So at this moment, we work very closely with a company in Hong Kong. They do have a very large database of members, and we are developing apps for this company. So we provide technical support, we provide marketing tools. That these apps is actually a payment system, payment gateway system apps, but it's quite different and something unique from what we have in the market.
Okay, well, I was just going to ask you, there's lots and lots of payment apps, not only in Southeast Asia and China, but here in the US and around the globe. So give me 3 or 4 good differentiators between your product and everybody else.
Yes, so to make us outstand, and the highlight of this app is actually we provide cash back for our members, of our users. So what they can do is they can spend, they can purchase, they can buy goods, they can dine, but there's no restrictions on the region or the country, because in the conventional cashback apps, which there's plenty of them in the market, which they are restricted to only use whatever the cashback points in their own corporations. But we have no regions, which means that you can dine a breakfast in New York, so you get a bit of cash back, and when you go to Singapore, you can use that cash back to dine again in the restaurant. So we're trying to make it borderless for the apps on the payment gateway system.
Okay, so that's interesting, different from other payment apps. So you're not actually going out and finding merchants to accept your app, or are you doing that and then you just provide the cash back to the end customer?
In fact, our Hong Kong company, they are in charge of getting apps around the, to get merchants around the world. So we provide that technical and marketing strategy for this company. So we will get merchants worldwidely, internationally. So you can just buy something in America and you go to Europe, you can use the cashback. So you're not limited to only utilize the cashback in your own corporations.
Okay, excellent. So it's more of a business to consumer type of service that you're offering.
Yes, it is, So, and we also have the communications part on the apps, like you can do group chats, you can do individual chats, and we also have a channel that allow people to do live broadcasts, so they can actually sell, it's good for entrepreneurship, so they can sell their products online, so members will see, so they can actually purchase, so we create opportunity for entrepreneur in our apps.
Very exciting. It looks like it's going to be the first global payments app, the truly first global payments app. So congratulations and good luck with that.
Yes, in fact, we own this business since 2 years ago, and they're based in Siem Reap in Cambodia. So they produces the world-famous jasmine rice, which has a very high demand. And I believe that rice, it's something that you won't lose out demands because it's a consumable every day, daily in the world. So people are going for high standards rice. So we produce jasmine rice, which has been consecutive for the last 3 years. They've been awarded the world's best rice.
Excellent. So are there any other plans to grow the agricultural business beyond just the jasmine rice that you're producing in Cambodia?
So we are also looking into real estate development in the United States. Yeah, so because we have a big crowd of database from Southeast Asia and China, so our real estates are also targeted for them who may want to consider buying a property in the United States.
Okay. So access to a lot of capital, a lot of customers, and high interest for real estate assets here in the United States. What types of real estate assets are you looking to purchase or acquire? Is it commercial real estate, hotels and leisure, single-family homes? Can you enlighten us on that?
Sure. We actually look at residentials for families, like 2 stories, but mostly we're looking in California state. Yeah, so it's nearby, so the travel distance is pretty near between.
And the weather's a lot better than New York.
Oh yes, a lot better. We have very cold weather in the last few days.
Outside of California or broader United States, if you see opportunities, because the U.S. is a big market, big residential market, are there other areas around the globe that you might employ the same strategy for real estate?
Yes, of course. So China, it's also one of the market that we're looking at because it's a very rapid growth and very high demand in China, and the prices of the real estates in China has been like triple or many times, since just a couple of years. So we are also looking into China.
Excellent. Let's move on a little bit, and we've covered your core businesses now. What you're doing with the mobile app, the real estate play. Also, you're keeping the agriculture and the farming. Is there anything else that's of great importance that you're developing right now that the listeners should know about?
Yes. In fact, like what I say, we are a combination of new trends business and also conventional industries. So the hot topic in the world now is cryptocurrency. So we look at Bitcoins, we look at Ethereums, So it's something very new, and we have actually set up a team that do research and development. So we will like to combine the cryptocurrency with our mobile apps.
Excellent. So allow people to pay with particular crypto assets that they may have in their digital wallet, whether they're at a restaurant and they want to pay with Ether or Ripple or Dash or Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin Gold. How do you think you will get over? Because I know there's some pushback from governments, especially in Southeast Asia. South Korea just announced that they're going to really constrain what goes on with crypto trading and crypto mining. How do you feel about that going forward with your strategy?
Now, because we look at Bitcoins, we look at some of the famous cryptocurrency, they are basically not being popularized like people can actually spend and use, and it's mainly about speculations like, you buy high, you sell high, so it makes a lot of bubbles that a lot of governments is concerned. So what we plan to do is we want to develop a cryptocurrency that is more gentle, and it's actually you can use it everywhere, so merchants are happy to accept. Because as a merchant now, if I'm not a big fans of Bitcoins, I wouldn't want to accept it because I wouldn't know when I accept it today what is going to happen tomorrow. So we want to develop something that is more stable, more gentle, and it's more user friendly. That I'm trading among people. So I believe that governments and authorities, they will like the concept of that instead of all purely speculations on the cryptocurrency.
Side of the mobile app and for other purposes. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely correct. This is what we are looking at because we believe this is the future trend. It's just a matter of how to regulate and how people take this instead of like currently it's a bit unhealthy of the speculation. So we believe that the trend is correct, but it needs some adjustment, alignment on how the cryptocurrency is being used in the market.
That's excellent, Mr. Wyson. Well, I want to thank you again for coming to the New York Stock Exchange, sharing some thoughts with me and the listeners. You have a very exciting and dynamic business, and I wish you all the success in the future.
Yes, thank you very much, Cliff. It's very nice to have you with me today. Thank you.